set up the socket address structure with our local stuff in it, so that we can bind to that. Well, when accept returns, this will contain the information about who the heck connected to us. And this server is really simple. It just counts the number of visits. Okay? And then creates a string that indicates how many visits. And then calls send to send the data back to the client. Then it shuts down, right, to disable sending. Here's the socket for the client, remember. Accept also returns the socket to talk to the client, yes? So let's actually draw that. This is the client socket. It shuts down the socket so we can't send any more on it, and then it closes the socket. So all it does when you connect is it says accept your connection and here's some data back. Right? That's not normally what a server would do. Right? What would a server do normally? Well, let's say you had a chat server, right? Then a bunch of clients could connect to this guy. Accept gets called a bunch of times, right? Creates a list of all the clients connected, right? And then allows clients to send messages. I want to talk to this guy, so it looks it up in the client list and forwards the data onto it. Right? That's what we'll do for like our project at the end of the semester. So let's look at what the client does. Hostint is just a data structure that contains host information about the local host. Here's our IP address structure. Here's our Windows socket. Startup. We'll zero out the address structure. Set the family to internet. See if the user wants to specify a port. And if the user if the port is greater than 0, we'll set the port inside the socket address structure. Now, remember, host to network short. Which port is this? Okay. Here's the address structure.